The real kicker is y'all got that Kool-Aid because we helped make it. We helped start that. We helped make that Kool-Aid. We add the sugar. We told y'all don't use the pack to make it from scratch. You know, like, that's all us. But a lot of people think we only have one Independence Day, when in all actuality there's 2 Independence Days. Hey family, happy June 19th weekend, y'all. It is a celebration. It is a celebration. Do y'all not know?
You don't know about it. When you know, you'll be know about me.
It's June 19th weekend. It's June 19th. I'm actually recording this video on June 19th. I wanted to have it out and edit it, but you know, everything happens for a reason. We are still in the month of June. Today, this is a very special video. I wanted to touch on the history of June 19th and what it means to the African American culture, and I also wanted to introduce and maybe reintroduce to some who have already seen this movie, but it's called American Skin. This movie has multiple meanings in it. It touches on multiple issues that have been going on in the world, and it is also a very controversial movie, not only because it touches on what it's like to be in my skin, in black skin, but it also touches on the point of view of being a father of a young black male and how hard it is to raise your child and tell them that this world is not built for us. We have to move a certain way. Before we get into that, I would like you guys to please join the family, kings and queens. My family is lit over here. Like, if y'all didn't know, my family ride for me. Like, we do a lot of different videos, but I would love for y'all to subscribe and join the family if you haven't already. By you subscribing and liking this video, is getting my content out there, is letting others know that you like my content and that my content should be pushed. So help your girl out. We help each other. You know, I'm all for supporting other channels as well. So join the family and we can get it popping, okay? Join the lituation. Let's get into the video. Okay, y'all, so I want to explain to you guys a little bit about June 19th. So this is now a federal holiday. Many years ago, unfortunately, African Americans have been enslaved on plantations, and we have been the caretakers, the cleaners, the cooks, the maids, the doctors, the creators, the originators, we've been everything that you can think of. And there has been trillions of slaves and ancestors from back then that have been doing their best and putting the work in and in the mud, as we would say today, in the mud, in the trenches, doing what they had to do to make sure that these people know that we're not no punks and we know our worth. And we don't need to be any slaves. We don't need to be slaving. We're just as equal as you are, just as smart. And those people have paved the way for us today. For years, there's been constitutions and laws written out for, you know, just for the structure of the world. And back in the 1800s, there was something written out called the Emancipation Proclamation. This law stated that all slaves are free in states that were not in a rebellion against the United States. So if your state was not in rebellion against the United States, then your state, in your state, the slaves were considered free. I don't know why I can't get this word out. Satan, get thee behind me. I'm gonna get this word out. I'm preaching today. And by the way, let's pause. Y'all see this natural hair? Scalpiana? Scalpiana, do y'all see her? Okay, come on for the black girl magic. Look how I just wonderfully placed that right back in place. But anyways, let me throw some dates at y'all. January 1st, 1863 is when this Emancipation Proclamation came out, that all slaves are and will be free in those states that are not in rebellion against the United States. This did not include Galveston, Texas. Slaves were not free. They were still getting beaten, still getting tortured, still getting hanged, still getting lynched, you know, dealing with those things. And even those in those states that were considered to be free, they were still dealing with those who were not in favor of slaves being free. And it was the struggle. Let's be real, it was the struggle. We weren't there. We heard the stories. We can't get over it. We're just like the Holocaust. We're never gonna get over the Holocaust, right? It happened. It was bad, and it happened. There's books, millions of books written about it. We're not gonna get over it. So we're not going to get over slavery either. I'm legally blind. Like, it happened just like any other thing that happened that was tragic. It happened. So that's that. Since the year 1619, blacks have been slaves. Too long. We've been slaves for too long. We've been doing all that we could, you know. We've been talking back to our slave owners, getting beat, running away, just doing everything that we could to just be like, look, leave us that alone. Let us do our own thing, you know. So fast forwarding to June 19th, 1865, this is finally when Major General Granger said, you know what? I'm gonna make slaves free in the state of Texas. So that's what happened. We finally got freedom in the state of Texas. So of course this was a very prominent moment in history, because it's like, wow, finally we're getting somewhere, and we still are. So what I want to say is, a lot of people tend to discredit June 19th as a holiday just because we aren't where we want to be. Okay, life is hard. A lot of people don't see our point of view. Certain people in this world want to stay at the top, and they want the minorities to remain the minorities. But we also have to not accept, but we have to be proud of how far we've come. Like, just because we're not where we want to be doesn't mean we have to discredit where we are now. You get what I'm saying? Don't discredit where we are now just because we're not where we want to be. We got thick skin. We've been tough. We've been that. We are that. We are that. Okay? Let's not discredit, okay? We're going to keep a smile on our face. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep fighting. Okay? I can't stand when people are like, well, y'all brainwashed because why y'all celebrating? This still our day. I mean, it happened. We free, right? Would you rather us still be enslaved? I mean, I know there's still a modern day slavery. There is, but let's be real. We making stuff shake out here in every category of life. Music, dancing, jobs, teaching, firefighting, like, you name it. Everything that we're doing, like, we setting the tone in every industry, in every limelight, paving ways, being trendsetters. Like, we've come a very long way, so you shouldn't discredit where we are because we aren't where we want to be. I just want to get that message across. That's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I feel like I've spent a lot of time on why Juneteenth is important. But I also want to share that a lot of people don't know that in 1997, which is a great year, in 1997, the national Juneteenth flag was created. And this is how it looks. It actually has a star, and it kind of has the same colors as the American flag. It symbolizes blacks finally having a sense of, not citizenship, but a sense of being American, finally being free, being able to go as you please. Just because we received freedom for all slaves at that point in 1865 does not mean that we were not still suffering. We were still experiencing segregational acts, such as black and white restrooms, black and white restaurants, black and white bars. There was still lots of segregation because they just you know, they just hated us. They just hated us, like, literally, and they still hate us. That's when I believe right after that emancipation proclamation was settled, that's when a lot of the hate groups like the KKK started to go on a rise, because now it's like, nah, they think they still are equals, they not. So that's why they said they banned us from going into certain restaurants. They banned us from going to certain areas. They didn't want us nowhere in their space. They didn't want us to get in a Kool-Aid. When the real kicker is, y'all got that Kool-Aid because we helped make it. We helped start that. We helped make that Kool-Aid. We add the sugar. We told y'all don't use the pack to make it from scratch. You know, like, that's all us. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with y'all about June 19th and why it's so special to me, and why it's special to my culture, and why it's just special in general. A lot of people think we only have one Independence Day, when in all actuality there's 2 Independence Days. July 4th, 1766, and then there's June 19th, 1865. Like, a lot of people don't know that. We celebrating, you hear about 4th of July, but 1865 is when, that's when my people gained their independence. So it's like, when I was growing up, I didn't hear about Juneteenth ever. Middle school, elementary, Juneteenth where? This means a lot to me. Y'all know I'm a naturalista, I'm a blackanista, okay? But I spent so long talking about June 19th and why it's so important. I should have made this 2 videos, but I'm gonna keep it as 1 video. I just want to quickly touch on this movie, American Skin. American Skin was created by a famous actor named Nateparker. I'm very fond of Nateparker. I love when he played his role in The Great Debaters, and I also love, well, I haven't seen it yet, but I just love his acting in general. He also has a movie that's about Nat Turner that's called The Birth of a Nation, and I'm gonna watch it soon. This movie, created by Nateparker, was also starring Nateparker as the black father of a unarmed young man, teenager, attending high school, a prestigious high school in a white neighborhood. They're stopped doing a routine traffic stop in a white neighborhood, and his son actually ends up getting gunned down and killed. And there's, my heart is thumping so fast, like, just reliving the movie, because it's a very touching, deep movie. Like I said, it touches a lot of different injustices and a lot of different issues that go on. But y'all, this is where the movie gets crazy. These kids come from, I don't know, I forgot if they were in high school or not, but these kids come and they knock on Nate's door. Boom, 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 boom. They want to do a documentary of how he's been living in this same white neighborhood, same area where his kid went to school, same area with the officers that killed his son. How is he doing this? How is he surviving? How is he feeling? The kids think that the documentary is just gonna be a regular documentary. It takes a turn when Nate decides to turn the documentary into a hostage scene. So he takes these young kids with him to the police station, goes into this police station and holds the whole police station hostage to have a trial and get justice for his son. And it's crazy, y'all. Like, I can't even, I hope y'all understand what I just said. Like, it puts the police in a position where they have no choice but to hear out the people who are not below them, but the people who, yeah, we're pretty much below them. We're not at the hierarchy that they are, because they're in power. So where there's power, there's control. okay? Power is control. So now it's the tables have turned, because now they're holding the police station hostage, and the police officers are in a position where there's a jury full of people that don't really look like them. The majority, like I could say half of them were inmates, and then half of them were just random people that were in the jail. And 9 times out of 10, when it's on the other foot, when it's on our foot, we see a jury full of people that don't look like us either. So it gives them, it just flipped the script all the way. Like, it's amazing, y'all. I don't want to tell y'all the whole movie, but I just want to tell y'all that much and let y'all know that this movie is a must-see. It's a must-see. It just shows how officers are now not trained to de-escalate a situation, but to protect themselves by killing. They no longer shoot feet. They no longer shoot a kneecap, a arm. They no longer shoot to de-escalate. They're shooting and using their weapons to kill and take out. I'm in no way asking for sympathy for my people, because we've never gotten sympathy. We strong, baby. Like, we get it out the mud, to be honest, and that's totally fine, because that's what makes us better. That's what makes us stronger. That's why we're gonna keep doing what we're doing and being who we are, because we built like that, you know? Being black is not for everybody. It's not. A lot of people couldn't handle being in our skin. And I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna just keep it like that. But I'm done with this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this content and learned something and get a little peek into why Juneteenth is so important to me. But this is why I'm gonna continue to spread the history and share with my family and friends, and also you guys. It's not to offend anyone or make you guys feel like I'm talking down on anyone else's race. I'm just sharing what it is, you know? This can happen to anyone, and that just goes to show that no matter what we do to be acceptable or not get caught in situations like this, it can still happen, and that is the sad truth. So I just want y'all to watch this movie. There's plenty of other movies out there that can broaden your intelligence of things like this that happen. And I just hope y'all enjoyed this video. My name is Shira. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope y'all continue to celebrate and live in y'all June 19th mode, okay? Because it's about us. Alright, it's about us right now. We get to celebrate and be happy, okay? It's not just one Independence Day, it's 2. Alright, I love y'all. Remember, you are blessed, bright, and beautiful, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I think my lash is coming down. See y'all in the next video. Peace, love, and hair grease. Black Beauty Organics. Go support black owned business by me. See y'all next video. Bye.